You know, Mark, Baker Boyer is 140 years old, and despite these challenging market times, this bank continues to thrive. I'm confident that we're going to be around for many decades to come. And our level of new account openings, it's the strongest that I've seen in the 20 years that I've been with Baker Boyer. Our deposits in the first quarter, did you see the report?
Yeah, they were great.
They're up 7% over the first quarter last year. And we've been able to take those deposits and successfully use them for customers that are looking for ways to refinance their home, to buy a new car, or to grow and expand their business. And I am so grateful that we chose not to take the TARP funds, because we've been able to help clients in this credit crunch without taxpayers' assistance.
And there's a lot of other things right now that are very hopeful for not only this bank, but for the U.S. economy as well. One of the things that I'm the most proud of recently was I just gave a lecture at the Washington Bankers Association. And what they had said after I was done was how proud they were of Baker Boyer and how much they admired us. And I thought that was a great testament to what we've done. We've gone through two of the worst quarters in probably our generation or any generation. And we've done it increasing net income and actually still having incredible growth as well. So something I think this bank can be very proud of. But the recession started with three basic issues. Number one, consumer sentiment really started to decline. People stopped buying when they started feeling the economy was much worse and getting worse every month. The credit crisis, where banks weren't lending to corporations or consumers, didn't help. And the third thing was how just-in-time inventory sped this process along. The first two items, I think, we're seeing an abatement. Consumer sentiment seemed to have bottomed a couple of months ago and seems to be increasing now.
I see that in our local community. You know, I see consumer confidence improving.
And the credit crisis seems to be thawing as well. Banks are lending to more companies as they start to feel more confident about what's going on, and consumers are starting to purchase again as well.
Well, it would be naive to assume that Baker Boyer would get through this recession without some pressure, and we're actually increasing our reserves. My expectation is that the government is going to assess all banks with a fairly large charge for FDIC insurance. And we're also increasing our reserve for bad debts. Right now, the loan portfolio, as far as delinquencies or charge-offs, it looks really sound and solid. But we just want to be conservative and make sure that we have a good, solid amount for rainy day funds.
Absolutely.
And I have people ask me all the time how I'm handling the stress. Honestly, I'm sleeping pretty well at night. And it's just a good testament of Team Baker Boyer. This is a great time for Team Baker Boyer and our community banking approach here in Walla Walla. And we have a strong team. They offer sophisticated services, but we have that welcoming feel of a small bank. Think about it. Your customers can call you up and ask you for advice right there on the phone, or make an appointment and meet with you face to face. That's pretty unusual, and you can't find that at the big banks. I am really excited about some of the appearances that you've had with Bloomberg or Fox Business. In fact, I'm going to show a video here that shows some of the great tips that you gave in a recent appearance on Fox Business on what we should be looking for signs of economic recovery.